So God is a gardener. But if you've been to Hamilton Gardens, you will know that everyone's idea of a garden is not the same. So the Garden of Eden is first of all an orchard. Yes, there were flowers too.
And this is a metaphor that runs through the Bible. The prophets describe Israel as a vineyard. Isaiah 5 is the classic passage, and Jesus picks up on this passage several times. He tells at least 2 parables that are based on Isaiah's metaphor. And of course there's, I am the vine, says Jesus, and my Father is the gardener.
And it's not just grapes. Fig trees get into the action. Most famously, the one in the vineyard that stubbornly refuses to bear fruit.
For 3 years now, I've been coming and looking for fruit on this fig tree, and I haven't found any. Cut it down. Why should it use up the soil?
Leave it alone for 1 more year, and I'll dig around it and fertilize it. If it bears fruit next year, fine. If not, then cut it down.
No good tree bears bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. Each tree is recognized by its own fruit. People do not pick figs from thorn bushes or grapes from briars. A good person brings out good things from the good stored up in their heart, and an evil person brings evil out of the evil stored up in their heart, for the mouth speaks what the heart is full of.
Now the point of all these is that God is looking for fruit from our lives. He gets frustrated when there is no fruit, or when all he finds is bad fruit. God is looking for fruit in our lives. We are to be fruitful.
Now, what does that mean? It's what people who do literature call an open metaphor, where the meaning is not fixed. We get the broad ideas, but not the specifics. So if I stand here and say fruit always means seeing people saved, I'm closing the metaphor, and preachers love closed metaphors. Nail it down. But neither Isaiah nor Jesus are prepared to do this. They leave it open, and that means you have to figure out for yourself what it means. You have to ask the question, what does fruitful mean for me?
The Bible gives us a lot of suggestions. Isaiah is leaning towards justice and compassion. Was going to use the word kindness, but it seems a bit overused recently. Then there's the fruit of the Spirit, love and joy and peace, and the fruit of righteousness, the fruit of praise. Hosea, the fruit of unfailing love, and yes, seeing someone saved is also fruit. Fruit is obedience. Fruit is service.
We're all different kinds of trees. Some of us are tall and thin.
Some of us are not.
Different trees produce different fruit, and each of us are called to be different kinds of people doing different things. That means fruit in your life is going to be different from fruit in my life.
But there needs to be fruit, and it needs to be good fruit. Put the right things into your life and you will be fruitful.
So you've got to ask the questions. What kind of fruit is God looking for in my life? Is my life producing fruit? And what kind of fruit is it?
It's time to think.